Greetings once more, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Johnny of the Super Gamer Brothers, and welcome to the final part of whatever the hell this trio of LPs is called. The Burly Man Chronicles. Yeah, thank you, Walrus King. Okay, there we go. And, ladies and gentlemen, we're saving the absolute worst for last. Welcome to Back to the Future for the NES. As the commercial would say,
Back to the Future. It's almost like being in the movie.
Anyway, so, the opaque senator took over for Knights. Walrus King got a hold of Shadowgate, and now Commander Yako has a share with the worst of the trio.
We feel bad for him.
Anyway, we can only stare at a title screen for so long. Why don't we just press start and get this son of a bitch over with?
This is a good game,
Wow,
guys.
Hill Valley sure has gotten a bit emptier since I've last seen it. Anyway, so what exactly are we doing here, Yako?
Alright, well, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I hate this game.
This isn't my favorite game.
Why would it
It's
be
not
anybody's
even my
favorite?
top 10.
Next to Knights and Shadowgate, this is my favorite game.
Well, it belongs right up there with Knights. But anyway.
That's a bad burn.
Let's keep going. We're staring at a blank image again.
For fair reference, I gave the other three in this room the option of what game I would play. Now, I could pick Super C, or I could play Back to the
Deadly
Future.
Bee
What was that little thing that had its way?
That was a bee,
My
and
God.
unfortunately, right now I have no way of doing anything about those bees. That bee is just going to roam the screen and kill me. Oh, Hedges there. Anyway.
What killed you?
What did
What did you run into?
You see, the hit detection in this game is just wonderful.
Oh, look at that.
That was Biff, or one of his bully buddies.
That kind of looks like a guy from the Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Is this the situation? Is this who this guy is?
Yeah.
It's possible
What are
that
those two guys doing?
they're moving glass. Now, anyway.
You sure are dying a lot.
Alright, now, this may just be a warm-up for me. I haven't played this game in a little bit, but
You played this game multiple times.
Sadly, yes. Sadly, I have in fact beaten this game before. Now,
What was your occupation?
Oh, hold on there. Let me explain this game. I gave you guys the liberty to explain this game to all the other people. I died. I ran out of time. Now,
You should
Back
have
to the
existence.
Future.
That happens sometimes.
Right. Back to the Future is a game based loosely on the movie. If you've watched the movie, then you'll remember very, very clearly Marty went around and collected all these clocks. He dodged all the people with the hula hoops, the bees, the trash cans, the
manholes.
the benches. He threw bowling balls at people to conquer their fear and to achieve supreme domination over them, obviously.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Did you just kill that guy with a bowling ball?
I did, in fact,
Okay,
kill him
I'm
with a
sorry.
bowling ball.
I thought I missed something there.
Now, this game has really only two controls. Jump, which really doesn't jump over anything. I can kind of jump to, well, do nothing. It doesn't increase my speed. If I hold it down whenever I jump, it just allows me to jump more because it says it's like auto fire. This is like terrible too, by the way. It's really difficult to control the jumps, and I miss all those clocks. The clocks are the objective of the game. You want to collect them to increase your time. That picture at the bottom is ticking away, just like Marty had in the film. It actually is your siblings, and they are going to die if you don't collect enough clocks to save them. So, that being said, let me stop dying so terribly to this game and explain a little bit further to you what happens.
Well, that's the end of the stage.
Yeah, that was the first stage of this game, which reminds you so much of what happens whenever you get back to the future, or I guess back to the past in this case. The map stage indicates, of course, where you're going, though you can't really see it. Start pauses the game, select does absolutely nothing, and B throws the bowling ball should you obtain one. Oh, I've run out of time again. It was my fault. I apologize to you.
Oh, I faded out of existence again.
Now,
You didn't even have a chance there.
Yeah,
No.
seriously.
it's because it doesn't reset in between stages, so it expects you to collect a lot of
You're
clocks.
screwed then.
That's a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
I think that's a real big problem.
Yeah, those two guys right there are moving moving a piece of glass.
Do you guys remember that bee allergy that Marty had in the movie? How that really affected his performance?
Well, if you watch here too, the hula hoop girls sometimes throw out this little blue orb that kind of looks like a, I guess, I really don't have a way to describe what that thing looks like actually.
What do you think it is, if you had to guess?
Um,
What the developers were going
It could be
for?
like a blue bullet that comes out of her skirt. That's a possibility. I don't really know. But anyway, you can't really jump over anything other than, I guess, these hedges. I really don't. Yeah, you can jump over hedges, trash cans. It's difficult to aim that. It does have the advantage you can move in air while jumping, as I obviously do.
It's a very green field. You can put it's pretty much an in-game green screen.
Yeah.
You can put anything in there.
You're right.
Wait, do you have unlimited time, or do you unlimited lives?
If you have unlimited time, the concept of the game
No.
just falls flat on its face.
Sorry, is the only way you die by running out of time?
No, you do have a limited number of lives. I can't honestly say how many you
I don't
have.
see the status.
I think it says. I think you're showing the number of lives you have at the beginning of each stage. I think I saw 3.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
you already completed 2 stages?
Yes, I've completed 2 stages of this game so far. It doesn't take very long. This is really the majority of the game. So
Just walking from one street to another.
if you look right there on the map, we'll hold on here for a minute. You see Lou's bar over there where he got in a fight with Biff. You see the school where he goes to school, and you see the dance hall that, I mean, I thought that was at the school, to be honest. I really might have been mistaken. I think I've watched the movie about 8,000 or 9,000 times. But the dance hall that's separate of the school in this case, and the unnamed building that is probably the clock tower, if I'm to judge that clock on the
Oh,
front.
just like in the movie.
Just like in the movie. And they were all arranged in that same pattern, too, if you look very closely in the film.
Where it actually wasn't. It's not even a clock tower. I mean, I didn't realize this.
For fair points, that guy just threw 2 blue balls at me that I couldn't even dodge. Now, my apologies for dying there. That was my own fault. Bees circle around you, and they will continue to circle. Some of them only go once off the screen.
Commander Yako, you do not need to be too apologetic. The game is crappy.
Yes, I'll be honest though. The game's controls are not the most terrible in existence. They're pretty responsive, honestly. It's just that there's so much stuff to dodge. I'll show you. Glass. How would you know that was there? It obviously outlines it after you've died, but really, I mean,
Get him the situation.
it's pretty invisible.
Just like in Shadowgate, where trial and error may make you a little. Well, might be problematic for you. Trial and error in this game can actually cause a lot more problems for you.
Well, you're thinking like, oh, there's that grass over there. I mean, why don't you just jump the fence and go into the grass, right? Oh, the grass. The
That's
grass,
radioactive grass.
it does unfortunately kill you.
Truly
You must have fought for Tor.
Now, I need to collect some more clocks, otherwise this next level is going to be impossible.
What the hell's that guy want with you?
What?
Like, one
Well,
stop.
I ran out of time at the bottom too. That's the problem. You actually have 2 counters in this game, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. If you run out of picture, you die because you don't exist anymore. That makes good sense. If you run out of time, then I guess you didn't make it to the future in time, which would also mean you've no longer existed.
Let's not get into paradoxes here.
Are you able to speed up this rate at which the game scrolls here?
There is one item that will allow you to. I haven't encountered it yet. It's the skateboard.
And if you shoot the clocks, does that count as collecting them?
No. It actually just counts as destroying them. Much as in Gauntlet 2,
Mario shot a clock.
Mario shot a clock. Now this skateboard here, I caution you, it's terrible.
Oh,
because
yeah.
now the speed increases, but the problem is you don't gain any advantage for jumping. You don't gain any advantage for movement,
No,
really.
you don't have
It doesn't seem like you can really see what's coming at you either
No.
when you're on the skateboard.
No. Your chance to dodge is much, much reduced. So it's always best to pretty much be in motion. If you're
Perhaps
not,
the curb doesn't kill you.
well, you could trip over it. I really need to collect a few more clocks or I'm gonna die.
That's gonna cost you.
Yeah.
That's
Jumping
good
at the end of the
thing there's no
stage.
traffic in Hill Valley.
No.
Well,
Marty
then
uses-
again, I guess we should be grateful because otherwise, how the hell would Marty pull off that stint at the end of the movie with absolutely no traffic whatsoever? Were any of the roads closed?
Well, all of them were. Really, I mean, nobody drove in the 1950s.
So you have 1 life to live right now.
I have 1 life to live, and this guy killed me.
Off the General Hospital.
I apologize.
Stop it. Yeah, you need to apologize.
This-
And that other name that you couldn't see until after he killed you.
Well, he doesn't just like walk on the screen, he just appears at the top in full body. He doesn't you don't see his feet gradually coming.
It's like you're stuck here.
Well, it looks like we faded off of existence first. But apparently,
Yeah.
no, we're stuck in incognito.
There are no continues. And I'm sure John will do you the favor of cutting to the point where we just were.
We're gonna edit out to the point where we. I don't know, it got all kinds of blends in together, to be honest.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
You almost brought that other guy back from the dead.
Apologies for the chewing noise you might have on
seriously?
pizza because I really can't stand this fucking game.
Johnny, have you ever played this?
Yes, I have. He introduced me to the game.
Sadly, yes.
That didn't even hit you.
No, it
Like
didn't.
how after you get hit, all the clocks on the screen disappear.
Like, actually, one of the first NES games I played at my stay at Teal College.
Oh my gosh.
I thought it was pretty bad. The music is incredibly monotonous. The graphics are horrible, even for NES standards.
So,
It has almost nothing to do with the game. It's Back to the Future in
Back to the
name.
beginning?
It's Back to the Future in Back to the beginning. Was that a pun? But it's Back to the Future in name only. But there's nothing. There's nothing about nothing besides a few locations, yeah. But this is nothing like the movie.
the really terrible thing is, like, the hit detection is so off. Jumping over things, you can jump over the bushes, the trash cans, and dare you jump over that bench, you're going to find that you can't. Despite the fact that Marty clearly can jump nearly 8 feet. I mean, like, if you look at it in the scale of the game, he can jump nearly 8 feet right off the screen, but no. It may be a slight delay with the way we're playing since the high definition
it
screen.
It just pisses me off, like how some of the background elements are the same color as the sidewalk and the asphalt. I'm guessing the sidewalk is a slightly different shade of gray, but it causes the trash cans to blend in with them. Whatever the hell that green shit is in the middle of the floor. Like, you can clearly see the trash can, and that's a silver barrel from Donkey Kong Country.
All the people just respawn randomly.
So by shooting the window, you damage the.
Yes.
You kill 2 people.
You kill the 2 people.
So,
Oh, every 100 clocks you collect is an extra life.
alright, so for fair assessment,
Like that.
ran out of time.
What is that supposed to be in the center of the screen? Was that green radioactive waste?
well, it's in a trash can, kind of, if you see it whenever it fades out. It actually has, like, gray lines on it that we can't see that are normally visible. So, anyway, for fair
You're
assessment,
not beating that stage in time for some reason.
right, because the clocks only add to your picture, they don't actually add to your time.
No.
You can't
Just
jump over
getting hit
beats.
too much.
I like how that beat
Yeah.
just sort of appeared and killed you.
Sometimes, like, it looks like I jump over them, but I'm just jumping beside them. Now,
I see, that's how it kills you from hitting things. You just run out of that other time.
yes.
Can we all agree that Knights is a better game than this?
I cannot agree with that at this point.
You're mean.
So, to be fair, the reason why I play this game is because,
You're a sadist.
You're a Back to the Future fan.
I was a huge Back to the Future fan. Loved the movies. I think they were some of the best movies that came out in the 80s, in my opinion. I'm not going to say they are the best movies. That'd be a foolish thing to say. But, they were my favorite growing up as a child. This game,
Do you not?
I never owned this game as a child in the NES. I owned, like, Mario. I owned...
You
Sonic
own
the-
much more superior games.
I owned, like Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers was a superior game to this. I owned that. I owned DuckTales. I owned, like, all the games you'd think that would be a good game. This game was one of those games that I really wanted to own, but never really knew that I shouldn't.
You saw the commercial.
Well, unfortunately, yes, it reminded me so much of the movie that I really had to play it. Every time you die, you lose your bowling ball, too. I hit the sewer there, in case you were wondering.
Really?
You lose your bowling ball. It's right there in your head. Could have sworn Marty had brown hair, or at least
So,
burgundy.
Again, what does Marty have against socks?
The best-
He's wearing like flip-flops.
the best thing you can honestly do in combating these bees, you can hit them with the bowling ball. That's pretty hard, though, because they are constantly moving and the bowling ball isn't very accurate. And how you hit a bee with a bowling ball is beyond me anyway.
It's like Pokemon. Why
Yeah.
are fighting types strong against? Why are fighting types weak against bird types? Have you ever tried to punch a bird?
And why are they good against poison?
You mean the clocks badly. Better
Yes.
stop skipping them.
I'm trying not to, but the problem is that it's very difficult to hit them sometimes. The collision detection for clocks is hit or miss
bees.
sometimes. The best thing you can do for a bee is get as far left or right on the screen as
I really
possible,
hate this.
because
Yay!
the bee will actually move off of the screen, and just like any other NES game, be destroyed by that. Now, we're to the first movie scene of the game. We're Lou's Cafe, the bullies to go.
Milk, chocolate, slides of chocolate.
Oh, I remember this part.
Marty's father's hand.
The objective is that I have to.
Do you just stare them to death?
No, the objective is I have
Push
to
up first
serve
one.
them at the counter. I can only throw, and I failed that, so I have to run to the next stage one more time. I've been served my exit.
We
And-
have to serve to the next stage one more time.
I have to run back one more time through the previous level.
They sure threw you out in a hurry.
Why?
Because instead of just starting over that portion again, it feels that you need to do a street level again to earn your way back to it.
That's fun.
So-
Did it take a lot off you?
Yes.
That's stupid.
So-
Anyway, we're gonna edit out to when we get back to Lou's Cafe.